A devoted fan sends offensive messages to his idol's girlfriend. 48 hours later, he's found dead in a storm drain. Today, we break down the evidence that links Kannada superstar Darshan Thoogudeepa to one of India's most shocking murders. On 9th June 2024, a Bengaluru security guard discovers a body, mauled by stray dogs, in a storm drain. The victim, Renukaswamy, 33, a pharmacy worker, expectant father, and die-hard Darshan Thoogudeepa fan. What police discover next exposes a chilling conspiracy involving Karnataka's biggest film star, his alleged girlfriend, and a network of loyalists who turned fan worship into a death sentence. Renukaswamy was a 33-year-old man from Chitradurg, Karnataka. He worked at a pharmacy and lived a simple life with his parents and his wife of 1 year. He was thrilled to be an expectant father. His life was predictable: work at the medical store, then home in the evening. His main source of excitement was movies. And while he liked many actors, there was one whose films he never missed: Darshan Thoogudeepa. Renukaswamy was such a devoted fan, he would sometimes skip work to see Darshan's films on opening day. He followed every detail of the actor's life and career online. This level of dedication might seem extreme, but it's not uncommon in India. The actor at the center of this, Darshan Thoogudeepa, is a giant in the Kannada film industry. Much of his on-screen persona is built around playing an underdog who becomes a savior of the people, a role that deeply resonates with his audience and has earned him a legion of loyal fans. There is one other key figure in this story, actress Pavithra Gowda, described as Darshan's longtime partner. An actress and fashion designer, her relationship with the married actor had been a topic of public discussion for years. According to police, this relationship became the focal point of Renukaswamy's anger. Investigators allege the motive for this entire crime stems from a series of lewd and defamatory messages Renukaswamy sent to Pavithra Gowda on Instagram. Using a fake profile, he allegedly sent offensive content, accusing her of ruining Darshan's marriage. To be clear, online trolling and harassment are never acceptable. But the punishment should never be death. Police allege that after Pavithra received these messages, she informed Darshan and incited him to punish Renukaswamy. In her statement, she claimed Darshan called her on 8th June 2024, telling her they had brought the man to Bengaluru and that she should join them to teach him a lesson. The alleged plan was set in motion on 8th June 2024. Police investigations paint a grim sequence of events. A co-accused, part of Darshan's local fan club, allegedly approached Renukaswamy with a false story. The challenging star himself wanted to meet him in Bengaluru. For a dedicated fan, this would have been an irresistible invitation. Renukaswamy was lured into a car and driven over 200 kilometers to Bengaluru, completely unaware of what awaited him. His destination was a shed in the Pattangere area. It was here, police allege, that Renukaswamy was subjected to unimaginable cruelty. According to the police charge sheet, this wasn't a quick act of violence, but a sustained, sadistic assault. The charge sheet details how Darshan allegedly beat the victim with a belt, while his associates used sticks. He was reportedly thrown against a wall, breaking his bones. The post-mortem report concluded his death was due to shock and hemorrhage as a result of multiple blunt injuries. Reports also mentioned a ruptured testicle and a missing ear. Perhaps most disturbingly, the accused allegedly used a mega machine to deliver electric shocks to Renukaswamy's body. Police allege both Darshan and Pavithra Gowda were present during the assault. At some point during this torture on the night of 8th June, Renukaswamy died. With a body on their hands, the objective turned to concealment. The accused allegedly disposed of the body in a storm drain, where it was discovered the next morning by a security guard, being mauled by stray dogs, a tragic end for a man who came to the city on the false promise of meeting his hero. Once the body was found, the investigation began, quickly uncovering a massive cover-up. Initially, on 10th June, 4 men surrendered and confessed to the murder, claiming the motive was a financial dispute. But investigators immediately sensed something was wrong. Their suspicions were correct. Police say they uncovered a plot where an accused had offered the 4 men 5 lakh rupees each to take the blame and protect Darshan. Police further alleged that Darshan himself paid a total of 50 lakh rupees to his associates to carry out the murder, dispose of the body, and manage the cover-up. This financial trail became a critical piece of evidence. With the false confessions debunked, police turned to technical evidence. CCTV footage helped them trace the vehicles used in the crime to and from the shed. This, along with call records, established a clear link between the accused, the victim, and the crime scene. But the forensic evidence was even more damning. According to the charge sheet, bloodstains found on the clothes of several accused, including Darshan Thoogudeepa himself, matched Renukaswamy's DNA. Blood was also found on Pavithra Gowda's slippers, implicating her further. As the evidence mounted, the initial suspects broke down and implicated Darshan and his close associates, leading to a series of high-profile arrests on 11 June 2024. In total, 17 people were arrested. But perhaps the most shocking piece of evidence came later. Police recovered 8 deleted photos from a security guard's phone. These images, according to a supplementary charge sheet, were taken moments after the murder and allegedly show Darshan and other accused standing inside the very shed where Renukaswamy was killed. In a surreal and morbid twist, the accused appeared to be posing for pictures at the scene of their horrific crime. Darshan's arrest sent shockwaves through Karnataka. Protests erupted, demanding justice for Renukaswamy. On 3 September 2024, Bengaluru police filed a massive 3,991-page charge sheet, naming Pavithra Gowda as accused number 1 and Darshan as accused number 2. This was followed by a 1,300-page supplementary charge sheet in November, which included the recovered photographs. However, the case took a major turn in December 2024, when the Karnataka High Court granted regular bail to Darshan, Pavithra, and several others. The decision sparked public outrage, and the state immediately challenged it in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has repeatedly expressed severe displeasure with the High Court's decision. During a hearing in July 2025, the bench sharply criticized the bail order, calling it a perverse exercise of judicial power, and questioning if the High Court had written an acquittal order instead of a bail ruling. As of late July 2025, the Supreme Court has reserved its final judgment on cancelling the bail. Meanwhile, despite being out on bail, Darshan was permitted by the court to travel abroad for a film shoot, a move that has also drawn criticism. This case forces a difficult conversation about the dark side of fan culture and the power dynamics that allow influential figures to command such alleged loyalty. The investigation into the Renukaswamy murder case is a stark and tragic reminder that behind the glamorous facade of the film world, a reality can exist that is far more brutal than any movie script. The legal battle is far from over. With the Supreme Court poised to rule on the cancellation of bail, the case remains at a critical juncture. The evidence is startling, but it will all be tested in a trial. The ultimate question remains: will Renukaswamy get justice? I hope Renukaswamy and his family find justice. Please hold your loved ones close. For more in-depth analysis, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.